My Daily Choice House of Brands. Dana?
All right. Hi, guys. How's everyone feeling today? Let us know where you're coming in from in the chat. We have an awesome brand tonight. And Ed Parker is the gentleman that brought this brand to MDC. And what I love about High Life Travel, now, if you guys just start thinking if you've used High Life Travel, if it's something that you use in your everyday travel. If that's the case, we're going to need all the testimonials in the chat. As Ed's talking, tell us your experience, because for me, the experience has been nothing but savings. Okay, savings at the same time as being able to stay at higher class resorts. Okay, so maybe if I used to stay at a 3.5 or 4-star, now I can stay at 4.5 or 5-star for the same price or less. And I don't know about you guys, but I've always been obsessed with travel. I obviously love nutrition. I love CBD. I love all things that MDC offers. But travel, when they brought on travel, and I got a chance to meet Ed Parker at the convention last year in Orlando, I was just like blown away at the value add that this brand brings to My Daily Choice. Okay, so the value add is one thing. The second thing is, I think, and we all kind of the leadership team agree, a lot of you guys aren't utilizing it because there's so many good perks with getting our Brand Bucks packages, and the perks are High Life Travel savings. So if that's the case, we want to teach you in this brand night how to utilize it, how to make sure you're thinking about it when you're doing things like planning your spring break, planning your summer vacay. And then also for me, it's the savings, right? And Ed is going to talk to you about how to get the best deal. And then JoJo's going to lead it in with how she's saving money for this impact tour coming up. So let me pass it over to Jordan Monroe, and she is going to lead Ed Parker through this incredible interview. Listen up, guys, take notes, but be ready to soak in like a sponge all that you learn, and then turn around and teach your affiliates and also tell your prospects about the incredible value that this brand adds to My Daily Choice.
Awesome. So true. And again, Ed, this is really exciting because what we're about to take everyone on is a journey of how it's possible, what's in it for you, and how to go implement it and use it right away. And so by way of a story, the first example I want to give is this weekend, you guys, we're going to Vegas. It's our first fly-in for MDC at our headquarters. And I went and did a comparative. I was like, okay, I'm putting High Life Travel to the test, right? Because we all want that. We want proof in the pudding. And so I went to Expedia, I went to Travelocity, I went to Kayak, and I looked up this specific hotel that I was going to stay at, and I looked it up against High Life Travel, and across the board saved $45 per night. So that to me was like, hey, great hotel, but $45 ain't nothing. And so for me, that was amazing. But Ed, start with the how is that possible? Because I think sometimes it's hard for us to wrap our brain around the ease of free, right?
Well, absolutely. Thanks, JoJo. And hi, everybody out there. You guys got me out of my comfort zone here. I don't typically get on these Zooms, and, but when Dave and Dr. Dana said, hey, we want you on, I said, for you guys, anything. So here I am tonight. And so, like I said, it is out of my comfort zone. You guys are pros at this. So it's kind of nice to be in the presence of a lot of legends here. And I just love you guys. I mean, we've met at different events over the past year, and the energy that comes from this team and this organization, all the way from Todd Falcone down to the rest of you guys. You guys are amazing, amazing people. So I appreciate the invitation. Hopefully I can bring some value, to everybody tonight. And that's what the goal is here. To JoJo, to answer that question, it's fairly simple. However, for me, it's simple. For the general public, they don't really understand exactly how we can get such amazing rates. And so very simply, if you can write this down, a matter of fact, just so you can have it, I mean, it's called rate parity. You know, in the world of hotels and online travel agencies, where you got Expedia and Booking.com, it's what they call a duopoly. It's not a monopoly, but they own everybody. You know, so if you go to Travelocity, if you go to Hotwire, if you go to hotels.com, they're all owned by one of those two. You know, so when you think you're going to go bouncing around from this site to that site to this site to that site, and you think you're going to find a better deal somewhere else, the reality is you don't, because the price point is always the same. And still to this day, you know, the average consumer will actually go to 7 different websites before they book a hotel, because they're always looking, thinking, oh, I can get a better deal somewhere else. And the truth is you can't, because of the contract. It's a contractual agreement that the hotels, like the big brands, Marriott's and Hilton's and so forth, have with Expedia and Priceline and Booking.com and all them. It's called rate parity. That agreement says that they cannot have a better price online than they do at the hotel, and the hotel can't have a better price at the hotel than they do online. So whether you go direct to the hotel or you go direct online, you basically are paying retail. And that's, you know, they just do a really good job advertising, you know, and posing that they're actually a discount hotel, you know, like you're going to find a deal somewhere, but they spend 53%, any business people out here, they spend 53% of their total revenue back into advertising. So if you're spending 53% of your revenue in advertising, you're really not even a travel company. You're just an advertising company trying to trick people to get eyeballs to the site to go book there. You know, so that's really, Joe, is the reason, is that it's that rate parity concept. Now, the question is like, well, why is it when you become a member at MDC and you get some of these brand bucks that they call it, super cool, and then in the brand bucks gives you actually $200 worth of travel savings, which is even cooler, because now you basically, if you spent $200 on brand bucks and bought product and you went and booked a hotel like you did in Las Vegas, let's just say you saved $200. Guess what? It's kind of like you just got $200 worth of NDC product for free. So if you're not doing that, if you're not purchasing brand bucks first, then you're leaving money on the table every time you travel. And so the more products you purchase, the more travel you get, right? So we basically offsetting as a benefit, as a value add. What's the cool thing about my job tonight is that I don't even have to sell you on travel, because MDC just basically gives you travel for free. You know, we just have to kind of educate you and teach you on how to use it, because understand, money saved is money made. You know, where a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know if it really works, but the truth is that we have the best pricing in the marketplace. It's travel agent rates, if not better sometimes than travel agent rates. So if you were to go out there, you know, if you were to go out there and want to be a travel agent, it costs you, you know, quite a bit of money to do so, you know, go get certification, go get your card. Like I have an IATA card because I'm a true travel agent, but I actually book all of my hotel, all of my stuff, not through my travel agency that I have. I book it through our website, because I actually save more money through our website than I do on my own travel agent card. Believe that or not. Kind of cool, right? So anyways, that's the rate parity thing. And when you're a private membership club, which High Life Travel is basically a private membership, where it gives everybody that's in MDC access through a username and password. Behind that wall, you know, we can privately advertise rates that are cheaper than the public. That's how we get around rate parity. So if you don't have a username, if you don't have a password, you don't get access to all the great deals that we have. It's a simple thing, right? Like to me, it's just like, oh, this is not rocket science stuff, man. You just need a username and password, but you got to be part of a big group in order to get the savings that we pass on. So whether you're going on a cruise, or you're looking for a 7-day condo somewhere, or you're looking for daily deals, just going to an NFL game, an NBA game, or you're going to a theme park like Walt Disney, there's savings everywhere you look in the High Life Travel platform, but you got to use it in order to be able to save the money.
Amazing. And let's talk about that because you just beautifully, like a professional, segued into the next section, which is let's give another story, another example. Ginger went on a trip to Florida and she just told us in the chat that she saved $15 per person per ticket at Gatorland. She saved $25 per ticket at Universal, not to mention the hotels where she saved hundreds of dollars. So share what's for me. I did a trip where I needed a 3-week car rental and we were just cringing to find out the price. And through High Life Travel, we saved over $400. So share with people when they get behind the scenes and they get their portal and have access to it, what are they going to find back there that's in it for them, you know?
Well, I will say just up front that 90% of the usage of any travel platform like this is typically going to be in hotels and all-inclusive resorts. So we have 1.2 million hotels worldwide, all your major brands from 1-star to 5-star. And, you know, so for the most part, most people will use a booking engine like this for hotels and their vacations. So yes, there's all-inclusive resorts, there's all kinds of great savings within that world, but that's where you're going to find the greatest amount of savings. Okay. When you start looking at the other things that are built into the platform, for instance, like cruises, I saw that someone said that they saved a bunch of money and they went on a 60-day cruise. They saved over $1,600 on a 60-day cruise, right? So there's a tremendous amount of benefit within the cruise platform. It's the best and probably robust cruise engine that's out there in the wholesale place. My partner has been in the travel space for 35 years that's providing this platform. His specialty has always been cruises, you know, and so like we provide High Life Travel, the best cruise engine in the wholesale market, period. So if you are looking for a cruise, which I am, I'm going on a cruise. I got my birthday coming up, gonna be turning 60, you know, next month, believe it or not, but I'm going on a cruise. And guess what? I'll use my own cruise engine, our cruise engine, to be able to book that. So you'll see cruises there, you'll see condos, and the condo inventory that we have is vast. You know, there's a little map there, you can kind of go through the world, and it might not be a 5-star, 6-star, it might be like a 3-star kind of place or 4-star place, but they're nice. It's a condo. You know, you want to bring in the whole family, you need to save money, you're on a budget. You know, you can utilize your travel savings to buy down an entire week stay in a condo in some kind of resort location for as little as $350 for the week. You know, where are you going to do that, right? And so the car rental stuff, like you said, you can save money. Matter of fact, there's multiple car booking engines on our platform. If you go look at our car engine, the tab there, it takes you to one booking engine. If you go into the daily savings that we have, the daily deals, there's another car booking engine in there. So we have a couple different car rental booking engines in there in case you're looking to find deals. Car rental business has been hit really hard after the pandemic. They sold a lot of their inventory, you know, so the supply and demand for cars is crazy right now, which is almost hard. It's impossible to get a car rental. So there's not a huge amount of savings. There was a lot more savings before the pandemic in the car rental business, but you still can save some money in that arena. So just always do a comparison. I always tell people to be honest, is like check on that side of the business, check other car rental, you know, stuff that you might see that might be something off of Expedia or something off of your American Airlines or something like that. But always double check on that because we may not always have the best price, but sometimes we crush it and sometimes we don't. But there's no guaranteed savings within the travel platform when it comes to hotels and resorts. We're always going to pretty much save you some money somewhere. So those are the main features and benefits from the platform. But like I said, I mean, you can be a travel agent, get these deals, or you can join some kind of a network marketing company, professes they have the best travel in the world, and you only have to pay $100 a month to get access to it, or $1,000 to get involved. Here at MDC, the reality is that you basically just get it for free. So use some products, change your life, change your health, you know, trade on Akashics. But I would say this, that if you if you purchase anything at High Life at MDC, I would just say that make sure that all of your new customers, everybody that's coming in, first goes through Brand Bucks and then they do the rest, because they're leaving a lot of the value add benefits on the table if they're not doing so.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing, like Sherry in the chat says she has so many Brand Bucks saved up. She's so excited to go look at High Life Travel and start planning. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about why we want people to start implementing through Brand Bucks now, getting on the portal, because of timing of what's coming up in the future for people's travel. We need to know how to utilize the platform. So what would you suggest people's step one tonight after this Zoom is?
Well, in January is the time of year that all travel related businesses spend the most amount of money on advertising. So what they're out selling you on every resort you can go to. I mean, how many times have you seen that new Icon cruise ship, you know, on TV? Like, looks super cool, by the way. I think that's one I might want to go on. But holds 10,000 people, you know. But so yeah, you're going to see a lot of advertising, but disregard that, because whatever they're trying to sell you is they're selling you to get away from the cold into the sun at retail. Yeah, there's a reason why the travel industry is a $7 trillion industry, and they spend the kind of money that they spend on advertising, because they're making a lot of money. You know, when you're looking for travel right now, I'm going to tell you, just dig through High Life Travel and you're going to find yourself saving a ton of money going into your spring break vacations or whatever it may be that you have coming up, you know, moving into the warmer weather. So yeah, don't just like I said, you just got to use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. You don't make any, why would you ever go, if you have any kind of savings inside of your travel platform at High Life Travel, why would you ever book anywhere else? You know, it's like, you just, for me, it's like if you said, hey, what's this Brand Bucks thing? Because I have it pulled up here. So if I spend $199 and I come into MDC, I get to get the best pricing on products. Is that right? So they give you better pricing on all the products.
Sometimes 25% better.
25%, it's amazing, right? So what, well, number one, why wouldn't I do that, right? And then I get something called the one level check match. I can make some more money. That's pretty cool. But if I spend $200 in Brand Bucks, you're actually going to give me $200 back in travel savings. That's like spending nothing. It's free. Now your net is zero. You get some free product. You're going to travel anyways, right? So book through. Now, Jojo, you're going to Vegas, right? How much are you saving on your Vegas trip again?
$45 a night. And it's for a nice hotel. It's the Virgin Hotel in right there off the strip. It's awesome.
I like the Virgin. It's a good hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you don't have to use High Life Travel though. So why wouldn't you just spend $40 more?
I'm telling you, dude, I've got so many Brand Bucks saved up. Why wouldn't I go? And you guys, if you have bought Brand Bucks, it's already there. Like, it's in your portal. Like, you have it. Even if you bought product already, you have it. You can go use it. So for me, it's a no-brainer. And why would I spend more?
You can use that $40 a night that you saved and just put it in the slot machine and make more money.
Well, or I could go get a massage and be quiet and peaceful and blissful with no slot machines ringing in my ears, you know, but to each their own, to each their own.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, any other questions that you might have that, like I said, I mean, we don't have a demo. We're not pulling up a demo site to show you what it looks like. I mean, to be honest with you, it's pretty much just like Expedia and Booking, .com. It's very easy to use and very convenient. And we'll close with this, is that just search. When you search it, I'll give you one tip on searching. Be like locations, like you can be flexible in your location, right? In hotels, every once in a while, but you're gonna find that, you want to go to a certain area and I want to be at this hotel at this date. Well, if you're within a mile radius, there could be a Marriott across the street that has a better rate than the Hilton that you're staying at. So be hotel flexible. date specific, but hotel flexible within your geographical area. So when you do the city search on the portal, I want you to remember this, the best deals are always going to show up first. So as you search down, don't go, and if you have a demo with somebody, don't demo it by going, well, where do you want to go? Because a lot of people will do that. Oh, I want to go to this hotel at this date. I can't guarantee that that hotel is not already sold out and there's like a 2% discount on it. And it could have a convention going on there, but maybe across the street, the Bellagio's, booked up. However, the Paris hotel might have room available. I might get 40% off, at the Paris hotel. So be a little bit flexible on your hotel search, and that's where you're going to be able to maximize your savings instead of trying to pinpoint an exact date in the hotel and that's the intuitiveness actually of how the hotel will search supply and demand.
Awesome. That is so cool. Well, we appreciate you so much. We're so excited to not only everyone start utilizing it, but to start sharing it with people. I gave an example, at least from building it from a business perspective of owning 2 Airbnbs and what it costs to invest in those Airbnbs to start turning a profit. You guys, there's 7 figures in that number. Whereas for us, $199 to consume products. And now you have access. And when you have access and utilize, you now have the ability to share and turn profit. That simplicity. Yeah, go ahead, Ed.
I want to say one thing about that too, because what's powerful is that you have access, right? So usually you have access, and if you don't pay a monthly fee, you lose access. Well, see, at MDC, there is no monthly requirement, right? So you get access to the portal, and if you get savings dollars, they never expire. So the other thing that doesn't expire, even if you don't do MDC or don't buy any product, you're still always going to have access to the travel platform once you have access to it, which nobody has that in the space. Usually they're just going to find a way to shut you off so you can't go back in and be able to utilize it. So the value that Josh and Jenna, is bringing you guys with this platform, hats off to them, because a lot of companies don't do this. They're always trying to nickel and dime you, try to find ways to make more money, but they're giving you a first-class, best-in-class platform for next to nothing, just for being a loyal customer here.
Wow, that's so cool. And, Leah had a great point, and this is really important. So let's say you want to go save a little bit more and you need $400 more in travel savings. You can go buy the $399 and get products and get $400 in travel savings. Like this is brilliant. This is just so brilliant, Ed. And thank you so much for your wisdom, guidance, and strategery in bringing this to MDC. We appreciate you so much. And with that, I'm going to pass it back over pass it back over to Dr. Dana or Pied Piper